Hey guys, Mixed Media Girl here. So a bunch of you asked for a video on doing an acrylic pour on picture frames. This is just a $1 frame from Michaels. It's wood and it comes with a little cardboard in here and then a little peg to stand it on. So what I do is, because it is wood which will soak up the acrylic, I first spray it with the Rust-Oleum 2X paint and primer in one. And you could do this with any color. It doesn't really matter because you're going to be painting right over that. And that's just to kind of help seal it so that I can then add the paint and it won't all just soak into the wood. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to use a little bit of this leftover paint. These are the DecoArt Fluid Acrylics. I'll show you a bottle here. Mixed with the DecoArt Pouring Medium. And then I'm going to add just some of my regular paints, which are the Artist Loft Flow Acrylics mixed with Floetrol. So we're gonna just kind of mix it up here and see what happens. And I'm definitely going for more blues today, although there is that little bit of orange and red in there. This is a like turquoise color. And I mean, there's not a specific measurement, but you can see it's smaller than an 8x10. So I'm going to use a little bit less paint than I would probably need for an 8x10. And I'm going to I have it on top of this canvas that's still wrapped in plastic. So that way any runoff I can just use for other projects. I can peel off the skins later and use it. Okay. We'll do a little more of this turquoisey color. Alright, that should be good. And you can pour this literally any which way you want. You could just pour it all around. I'm going to do kind of a bit of a traveling tree ring here. And if you put too much paint in your cup, just save some for later. Like that's plenty. So I definitely had too much paint in my cup. I'll save that for another project later. And then I'm just going to lightly tilt this in each direction pretty much. Any way, which way you want, just like with the canvas. Alright, seem to have a couple things in my paint here. It happens. And I think I'm going to go a little more this way. There we go. That's literally all there is to it. And then you can either put it on a different surface, or I'm going to just go ahead and leave it here. I'm going to hit the edges. Always want to make sure my edges are done. And we'll let it sit here while I do this. And I'm curious what cells may or may not pop up. Okay, and a lot of you liked the time lapse on my last video, so we'll go ahead and we'll just let this sit here and see what develops, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I actually love this area. I'm not very thrilled with this area. I kind of almost want to go over it again, but I think I should probably leave it. Yeah. Let's give it a go. Might regret this, might not. We'll see. I'm just going to do ribbons here. We'll give it just a little tilt. Okay, there we go. I think I'm happier with that. Flows a little bit better now. That top was just a little too busy, and this is going to make some really cool skins down there. All right, let this sit here for another few minutes and then we'll do our close-up. Okay, not too much more changed. A little bit of cell development. We'll go ahead and do our close-up here. So bottom right corner. And I love this side. This side's my favorite, right over here. Love it. Coming up to the top, which now looks like some really cool, brightly colored stone. And then coming down here, left side, and the lower left-hand corner. And there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. You can do this with any leftover frames whatsoever, no matter if they're wood, plastic, etc. I would just, if you can, give them a quick seal with the paint and primer in one, and then just go for it and have some fun. You can pick them up at the dollar store, at the Goodwill, wherever you'd like. All right, guys, I will see you next time.